It's happening. I'm back out again this weekend. Currently in Scotland. It's Friday and we're heading for 2 nights. First night we're going up to Ben Donich, I think it is, off the top of my head. I think that's what it's called. I'll spin you around, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I don't think you'll be able to, but it's up here. So that's where we're going to head for tonight. Weather looks pretty decent, minimal winds. So I've got another different tent with me tonight. A bit of a trial run because I'm going to be doing the West Island Way in a month's time. So I want to get a bit of practice pitching it. Just getting used to it really more than anything else. So that's the plan for today. And then we'll come back down in the morning and then we'll head to a second location for Saturday night. And try and get some miles under the belt with the pack on. Again, a little bit more like kind of training towards the West Island Way. So we'll see how we get on anyway. Right, anyway, I'm going to stop waffling and onwards and upwards. Just under 400 meters. I'm blowing already. I don't know if you can make this out, look at that. Straight uphill. But these views up here are absolute scenes, man. Look at this. God, stunning. I tell you what though, the drive in here was absolutely stunning as well. I've never drove around here, but towards like, you can see the cobbler. That's one place I've never been and I can't wait to get up there after seeing that. I think, I don't think you can make it out on camera, but there's a little rock pointing out up there. That's, I think that's where it is. So yeah, one day we'll get up there. But anyway, we're gonna crack on. Tell you what, this is a stunning little hike to be fair. And we just hit this like shoulder bit, like a little plateau in between going up onto Ben. Is it Ben Donich? And I don't know, there's something up here. But we just Ben Donich.
You keep calling it Donich.
James said I keep calling it Ben Donich. But I think it's Ben Donich. But yeah, we've just hit this like little plateau bit, and I'll show you now. So we're going up here, and to be fair, it's I know it looks a bit frosty, but I think that's because it's north facing, that you see, and the sun doesn't get to it, so it will never it'll never get rid of the frost off there. But it could be a little bit spicy. I haven't brought any spikes, but we'll crack on and see where we get to.
I should do that. Let's go some fishing that way.
Where are we going, James?
Ben Donich, or Ben Donich as you called it.
We're just below the summit. Look at these, man. Look at these little like caverns and rocks and shit. Yeah, we've got to just do a bit of a climb down and then we're going up again. You know the score, people. You've not touched it. You've not been, have you? That's the summit of Ben Donich. I think that's right.
Donich.
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 I haven't a clue, man. But anyway, 857 metres, 360 views. How'd you like them apples? Anyway, we're going to go and find a pitch somewhere. We've seen a few potential spots. So I'm going to go find a pitch and then I'll bring you back. Oh, lad. This is how you should test out your spot. Lie on the ground first. Right, we're just off the summit. It's just behind you there. Just 808 metres, my watch is saying. And look at these views, man. But anyway, I've got a new tent. I'm going to get used to getting it pitched. So once I've pitched it, I'll give you a show around. But you don't need to see me pitching this tent for the first time. So I'll bring you back in a bit. Tents are all pitched now. I have pitched this tent once in my house, in my bedroom. So it took me a little bit of messing around and that. So we'll go and have a little wander around, see what you think of it. I like it, I like the look of it and that, but we'll have a conversation in a minute. But here she is. James is in the X-Mid again. So this is the Pretense Light Rock 1P. The yellow guy lines you can see, I've added them on myself just for a bit more stability, like obviously if there's any wind. Doors on the side. And then it does only come with two guy lines, one on this side and one on that side. But to be fair, like the aerodynamics on that side and then like the strength you know, there's a lot of force me pressing down there. Yeah, she's a nice looking tent, isn't she? But like I was saying earlier, it was like a bit of a trial run for the West Island Way, this. I was praying I'd be able to use it, but I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, I'm going to sit in it just to show you. So I've got the gear and I'll show you the gear. So that, obviously this is the vestibule. Got a footprint on it, and this is the vestibule. So you could possibly cook in there, maybe. And then obviously that's the living quarters. And then I've got all my gear stuff down the back, and then my bag is under my mat at the bottom, down there. So this is me sat inside the tent. Like, that's fully up and my head hits the roof. It's livable, don't get me wrong, but my opinion at this minute in time is, because obviously I'm trial running it for the West Island Way, if it's hammering it down with rain, I don't know how I would actually unpack my gear, because I can't sit in the vestibule to undo it. I could probably pull the inner back and then, you know, get in, sort my stuff out in wet clothes or whatever. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm just not used to one-man tents. Maybe I haven't a clue. I'm going to have another run with another tent. The Big Sky, you've seen it before, the green one. I'm going to have a run with that because I think that's got more livable space inside it. Because of having the third pole, it pops all this bit out, so you've got more head height and shoulder width. So I'm gonna run that all one night before we do it. We're gonna do West Island Way across Easter weekend. So yeah, I'll probably get it out before then and give that a run. But I do like this tent. But me and James were just talking then, and I think it's probably really worth just a one-nighter where the weather's like this, where it's calm, there's no wind, you can keep the door open, you're not getting wet, changing any clothes. I think that's probably its main function. It only weighs 1.2 kilo, which is cracking for a tent in my eyes, and especially it does feel pretty strong. But yeah, the jury's out. What do you think? Have you got one? If you've got one, let me know. Let me know your thoughts on it, maybe. That might change my mind. But anyway, I'm going to shut up, stop waffling. We're about an hour off sunset, so we're probably going to sit and watch sunset. But anyway, let's talk about the hike as well. That hike up was about 3.5 mile. Nice parking, easy parking, and it was a really good hike up, to be truthfully honest. I quite enjoyed it. Starts off in a little forest, and then obviously you start getting out into the hills, and then the views start to open up and all that stuff. So yeah, really enjoyed it. So it's probably up there with probably one of my favourite hikes, to be truthfully honest. But anyway, I'm going to chill out for a bit, and I'll bring you back in a bit. Sun's gone down now. just behind me. Got some nice orange colours lighting up the sky, and then we've got what views down to Loch Lomond down there. Well, I think it's Loch Lomond. Lost all my bearings up here. I don't know any of the mountains either, so it's not like going to Wales or the lakes where I know quite a lot of them. Hardly know anything up here. So yeah, that shows you my extent of my camping days in Scotland. But I've done quite a lot, like. So I think it's time now to get a scran on, get the down gear on, because once this sun completely drops, I think the temperature is going to drop with it. You can see some remnants of snow around and stuff like that, so it obviously clearly still hovers around 0 or freezing all the time up here. So I'm going to get my cook on, and I'll catch you in a bit. That's the water all boiled. We're on a real Termat chili con carne tonight. I'm hoping I've boiled enough water to make a brew as well, to be honest, because I don't mind a hot chockey as well. Looks pretty, smells decent. Shit, that's burning my hand. I think I'm at the fill line. Just give it a stir. Got plenty of water in that. Right, I'll let that rehydrate now for what, 8 minutes is it? In fact, I won't put it in there today. I'm just sat down on her, so sit it in there for 10 minutes. I don't know if I've got enough for a brew in here. No, I've not. So I think I'll pour that back in there. I'll pour that back in there, and then I'll make a brew later on, I think, to be honest. Right, anyway, I'm going to let this rehydrate and just chill out for a bit, and then I'll get back to you. So that's us all scranned up anyway. That chili con carne, probably give it a 7 out of 10. It was tasty, but I knew exactly what was going to happen. The kidney beans never ever rehydrate in meals properly. So if you're thinking of getting one of them, you probably need to leave it for about at least 15 minutes before they rehydrate. But it was alright, it's filled a hole. I've got some Scooby snacks anyway. I'm just watching a bit of YouTube. This is what we've got on the old phone at the minute. Look at that, my outdoor cinema. So yeah, watch a couple of camping videos, whilst I'm just chilling out now. But look at the colour out there, man. Look at that. But anyway, enough of that. I want to chill out, eat some snacks, put the world to rights. So I will see you in the morning. Well, good morning. And what a stunning morning it is. Me and James have just been watching sunrise. Not a cloud in the sky, man. That was a stunning sunrise. I had an alright night's sleep. I don't know if I'm feeling this tent or not. It's just too small for, I mean, it's probably made for summer rather than winter. It's all covered in frost. I'll show you in a second, like the frost on it. But every time you move, the frost's bloody dropping off on you. But yeah, I don't know. We had a big moon out last night as well. That was pretty cool. Ruined my time lapse. It is what it is. It was nice to get out of the tent and see some stars last night though. Wasn't loads, but there was enough to enjoy it. But anyway, it's a bit nippy out here, so I'm just gonna sit in the vestibule and make a brew, I think, just to warm up my hands. A brew with a view. That's me and James all squared away. Just a bit of unfrosty grass where we were last night. Decent pitch this, I enjoyed this one. I'd probably come back again one time, but I'd probably pick another mountain round here, I think, to be truthfully honest. So anyway, let's go and make a move, eh? There you can see. As you should do, take your shit with you. Let's crack on. We've just met this, it's where we came down yesterday. I think James said something about on the internet it was like they class it as like a bad step. I think it looks worse than what it is, to be fair. It's not that hard. But yeah, we're going to go up this now. And then it's smooth sailing back down to the car. Hey. That's me and James nearly back down at the car now. A very enjoyable camp, that one. I'd probably say it's probably one of my favourite hikes, to be fair, because it's about 500 metres of ascent, I'd say, roughly. And it goes up a bit, plateaus a bit, goes up a bit, plateaus a bit. So I have enjoyed that one. And it was an awesome spot for the views. I hope you'd agree. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one just as much as we have. And I'll catch you on the next one.